Welcome to Silicon Valley Asian Business Talk.
Dr. Gong, welcome to our interview program. And I am Roger Chen, a professor from University of San Francisco, representing Center for Business Studies and Innovation at the University of San Francisco. And why don't you give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Thank you, Roger. It's really my pleasure to join you for the Silicon Valley Asian Business Network talk. I earned my Doctor of Science, actually, in computer science from Washington University in St. Louis. Through the decades of tech innovation career, I have been a principal investigator for many DARPA research projects. And then I have also been serving adjunct faculty position at some of the universities. And then, of course, since 2001, I have co-created 5 startups to date, with 4 of them with successful exits, and 1 of them is still in active development. One of my most proud startup is Palo Alto Networks. My latest one, Metafoodx, is solving the sustainability challenges for the food service and healthy living for company, for our mission. We are determined to basically use AI for food and health sustainability. It's a big problem. It will take us a long time. And then what we actually do is to start by sustaining the food operators' profitability. That we are using AI-based consumption tracking, and that collect the accurate, useful data. And then we use that data to drive their production management service. So in the end, we are helping them to prevent food waste by avoiding overproduction of food. That is a big challenge for those operators. And then for our customer, what we really are bringing them is an unprecedented cost of savings. In parallel to startup venture and angel investment, I am the active chair for HYSTA. Now, HYSTA is a nonprofit organization helping to elevate the leadership and the entrepreneurship capabilities for Chinese Americans.
Discussion topic: 3 questions new startup founders need to prepare for.
Looking back your experience, you have worked in different industries. Some industries are very, very different, right? The ride sharing, the cybersecurity, and now the food kind of industries. What's your advice for people to kind of adjust and entering those very different sectors? Because each sector requires very different knowledge, logic. So how do you advise people to change their new venture in these different industries?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I think it's hard, depending on what stage you are in your career, how much ambition you have or passion about something. Clearly, you have to recognize for the investors, indeed, right? If you have stayed in your area, probably it's much easier for the investor to see. But then I think, indeed, as we discussed the last one, you already alluded to, we still come back to the business fundamentals. And, to me, maybe, again, those 3 very simple ones, of course, is what is the problem you are solving? Start with the problem, not technology. And then for whom and why they would pay for yours versus someone else, right? That's the first one. I mean, the second one is, do your team has the core competence to carry it out? And then the third one, I think for many aspiring founders, right, entrepreneurs, I think they need to also ask themselves a really hard question. That is, are you ready to do whatever it takes to pursue success? I think as a founder, not everyone is trying to do entrepreneurship, realize what it takes to do that, right? That means then, you know, you are trying to build this ship and then to sail far. Now this ship is everything. Everything now is surrounding around decision need to be made, the best decision for this ship, right, to be successful in the Voyager. I mean, I feel we have many founders, they have not asked them, or they have not thought this question hard to make that commitment, and that would also cause issues, you know, in terms of the team, right? How far you can go.
So are you talking about, you know, for your very last point, many people did not give enough thoughts about the challenges, difficulties, you know, in this entrepreneurship journey. Is that what you're talking about? Or something
Yes,
else
and
as
then
well?
also being flexible, to be willing to do, think of this way. I think the best way is to use some of the very successful, legendary practice that Sequoia did for a lot of its portfolio companies. They are very particular about what's the team, what's the best team for this stage of the company. And it's very explicit, right? So even if you are coming as a CEO today, doesn't mean you need to be the CEO forever, because you may not be the best CEO. So that's what I mean. For the founder, it's the same. You know, the success of the company, you as a founder, as a shareholder, I think that's your starting point, and that's also the things you can hold on to. But I think it will be a mistake, right, to make the assumption that you are going to hold on to you being in that right position. You have to drive every decision. That will be dangerous. So yeah, that's what, you know, my observation. Also learning, you know, from how Secret and others, right, operate.
So that's what you mean, the flexibility part of it, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Do whatever is best for the company, for the venture, right?
Okay. Well, I think that's a very good point. Actually, I think as a more than just flexibility, you have to position yourself in this bigger kind of a venture, which is for the company, right?
Yeah.
Not maximize your own personal benefits.
Correct.
Like a humbleness in a sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.